Hello, welcome to Pierce Secondary School. It's the boys South Division, South Zone B Division semi-finals. I'm Shazad Haq, and with me is Singapore national player Bae Kun Ting. Kun Ting, good to have you back with us for the second semi-final.
Yes, thank you.
Two prominent schools in Singapore up against each other, ACS Barker and St. Joseph's Institution. And the first matchup we have is Kevin Goh from SJI and Ryan Ng from ACS. What have you learnt about Ryan?
Didn't manage to talk to him before the match because
he was getting ready,
warming up.
But it looks like Kevin is the school captain, one of their star players, and he's taken a nice early lead here. Bit of a lucky serve. First point, second point on the board for ACS. Ryan Ng. That is the kind of return that exactly what Kevin wants, right? To put away.
Yes, that's a similar serve, hook serve that we have witnessed earlier on by Shi Bingxian from Raffles Institution.
At the moment, Kevin looks very comfortable.
I'll say both players are playing to their standards because they have a clear intention to attack instead of like you're on a court and not sure of what to do. Yeah, so their follow-up is very clear. Anyone can see their intention to attack.
Is that quite predictable in a good way, or is it going to be? Is it quite straightforward to counter it?
Yeah, I'll say it's pretty straightforward because what they want is to enter into a rally zone.
Yeah, Kevin started very well, had a 4-point lead, and he's it's now 3.
That's right.
But he looks a little bit more composed at the moment. That serve just kicked up. Quite a deep serve, that one.
Yep.
Seemed to take his opponent by surprise.
Good placement over there.
Couple times he's been foxed by the serve. He looks a bit uncomfortable with it. We have 5 game points. Kevin clearly wants to get on that front foot. So pretty comfortable in the end from Kevin against Ryan. St. Joseph's have that early lead. And I guess that's about right at the moment, right? He looked probably the better player?
Yeah, I'll say thanks to his service because this
was Ryan from ACS.
Yes, Ryan from ACS has a hard time with receiving his serve. As I mentioned, the way to receive his serve is to slow down your pace and just adjust your angle of your racket accordingly to the ball. Instead of just straight away going up and hitting the ball with no intention. Yeah.
So the returns are either long or too easy for Kevin to hit back.
That's right.
Do join us on that URL link to find out your viewing schedules for the national school games. Nice start here again from Kevin in game 2. Once again, doing well off his serve. Let's see how this one pans out for him.
Much better rhythm. I'll say it's so close to the net. Yeah.
Better return of serve for you this time?
Yeah, better. You can see that both have a similar way of playing and attacking style. Both rely heavily on their forehand. And they just have to make adjustments to the service in order to...
Yeah, I think he needs to listen to you there, Kunting. Oh, he tried to adjust, not quite over. Unlucky for Kevin.
That's another. That's a new
Difference of tomahawk, right? Is that?
Yes, tomahawk.
So he's bearing the serves up at least, isn't he? Good to see.
He's been putting lots of efforts into training his service. Good defense right there down the line.
He's always looking to play an attacking shot here, Kevin. That's the frustration when that happens. You're already down a few points. You don't need to be handing over more off a serve like that.
See, what separates these two players is their eagerness to attack. So, as you can see, a player from ACS, even though he's receiving the ball, he's on the receiving side of the ball.
Yes.
He tends to stay attack. So he will do the backhand flick or wait for the ball to go. Observe the ball. If it's half long, then he will go to attack using his forehand. So this gives him the motivation he needs.
I see.
Able to hype his body up. Yeah, giving himself more confidence.
Unfortunately, Ryan with a couple of poor serves.
Ryan on the other side is playing more defensive.
Tell you what, he was in a bit of trouble, Ryan. He was right in that corner, and if Kevin had connected, he's on game point again, 4 of them. And he's wrapped up game 2. Kevin and St. Joseph's looking good right now. So now it's really to stay in this. Ryan has to dig deep here. He is committing a lot of unforced errors in this match.
much better receive from Ryan, even though it's a bit of too high, a little bit too high, but getting the ball on the table is what's important right now.
Another great tomahawk serve.
Yeah, it's changing in between service, I guess.
You like to see that, right, from
Yes.
players? Yeah. Keeps everyone guessing. Just took a little pause here, Ryan.
A little bit of luck right there.
I think Ryan's been pretty much serving the same way throughout.
Yeah, mostly side spin and off. Sometimes he has the hook service as well, but he don't use it pretty much.
Lovely, lovely work there from Kevin. Oh, I just wonder. We talked about the third game syndrome.
Yep.
And it might just be affecting Kevin here. And just when Ryan looked like he might actually take a lead, it's Kevin who does so. That tomahawk serve, he's won every time he's played it off that serve. Oh. Still in this game at the moment, Ryan.
Timeout from ACS Barker.
At this point, I mean, it's third game, 7-all.
Yes.
If he's going to have the fight back, it has to happen now.
Yeah, definitely. First he has to receive well, and then because if it doesn't, during rallies, what comes first in his mind will be how is he going to receive the serve. That's going to be in his mind for a long time, and then we want that. We want him to think that way.
I see.
Yeah, because too distracted by
that. Yeah.
Will affect his performance overall.
So now let's see how he responds to the serve. Here's Kevin from SGI.
Much
Better.
receive. Much better receive.
That will help him. Ryan. Right off the edge of the table. This is tight, 8-all.
So he's gonna make full use of his two service given to him. That's the first one.
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't a great return, was it, from Kevin? Set up Ryan there. And he's done well with those two serves. He has now got a couple of game points. But again, it was off that tomahawk that set up Kevin. He needs to win this next point to bring it to deuce. And he's done it. He went for the kill right there.
Failed to do so because he hasn't do that for
Actually,
past
I don't think I've seen him
three
do it at
sets.
all. Yeah. Missed the chance. He's missed it. What an opportunity there for Ryan. And he's now instead given Kevin match point. Oh, this is on a bit more tense now, this match. 11-all. And it's back to match point now for Kevin. And he has done it. A much tougher third game, but Kevin Go has won his match against Ryan Eng, but a much harder third game. Yeah. And it looks like Ryan sort of started learning more about his opponent, but it came too late.
Yep.
So we will come back with the doubles in just a short while. Do stay with us. A very warm welcome back to Pierce Secondary School. We are in the Boys B Division South Zone semi-finals as Anglo-Chinese School Barker Road up against St. Joseph's Institution. And if you're wondering about the timings of when everything is on, do check things out on that URL. And lots of different sports and matches going on, so you can take your pick. My name is Shazad Haq, here with the Singapore table tennis player. I'm getting my sports mixed up. Bei Kunting.
Yes.
Kunting, really good to have you with us and your expert analysis. And we're noticing with the pairs that are coming up here, this is the first doubles. We just had the first singles. And this doubles pair, Scott Au and Isaac Tay from SJI, and Glenn Cheong and Denzel Lim.
That's right.
Both left-right combo.
Yeah.
And that's quite, I mean, it's good to have, but it's not something you see with both pairs doing it, so it's quite nice to see.
I mean, in the professional table tennis world, it's common to see,
Yeah.
or I should say it's necessary to see left and right doubles,
Yes.
be it in men's, women's, or even mixed doubles.
Tell us why.
I personally feel that it's if two right-handers would pair together, there will be much more rotations to do, because each player can only hit the ball one time before changing to another player, unlike badminton.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be more of a hassle. Here's attack.
Well, this one seems to be a fairly tight affair. A nice even start from both. And Scott really went for that shot. Number of unforced errors at the moment. That was Isaac's turn. He's 14. He's been playing for 6 years, Isaac.
Couple of injuries I see from Isaac. Before the bandages. Actually, I wouldn't say they're bandages. What do you call it?
Guard. Knee guard.
Yeah, knee guard.
That is better from Isaac. He'll feel much happier with that. Still 4-6 down. But a number of unforced errors, letting down SJI and ACS.
7-4 Denzel Joseph.
Yeah, littered with unforced errors at the moment, right?
But given it it's the first set, so it's quite common.
Good rally we've had, and a valuable point there for SJI. And they're coming back into this SJI. Yeah, Scott not happy with himself. And ACS Barker with an opportunity to take the lead here. Couple more points.
Glenn tried to aim it for the middle, but just missed it by a little bit.
Yeah, Isaac seems to be struggling a little at the moment. He's conceded a lot of points, and we have a game point here. Isaac went for it, and ACS have taken the first game. This is a nice turnaround.
See, despite SJI losing the first set, I mean, they have a couple of unforced error which could be avoided, you know. So if they manage to
Cut that out?
yeah, cut it out, but even just a little bit, I'll say they have more of a chance to win or to do better in this case.
Yeah, it seemed to be Isaac just seemed to be struggling with that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Looking at the ACS side, the former national player there is their coach.
Yeah, that's right. Li Hu.
Always beneficial to have a national player in your ranks to help with the coaching. Now let's see how SJI respond in this second game.
Too fierce over received by Isaac.
Nice serve.
So oh, what a receive it could have been if not for the foul.
That problem is still plaguing Scott at the moment. Nicely done from Isaac. He seems to be the one more aggressive of the pair.
I mean, you have to in terms of times in times like this, because you can only hit one ball at a time.
Yep.
Before moving to another your partner. So you have to make sure that the ball you hit to your opponent is of high quality in order to make it easier for your partner to follow up the next one. But of course, if you find yourself in a losing streak, you want to slow down your tempo and maybe play it safer.
Yes. At the moment, they just start to lose a bit of momentum here. SJI. Yeah, I've got a point here though. A little bit of fortune. Oh, great placement of that return.
Yeah.
Very nicely done by Denzel. Playing the percentages game at the moment, Isaac. I don't think I've seen him get a winner yet, Scott. He just seems to struggle. And ACS Barker are in the lead here. Problems for SJI. They've managed to draw level. That's good. Good strength of character. Now can they move on to win this second game? Needed a bit of luck there, Isaac. That really kicked up on him, huh? And they've won that. It's 1-1. This is very nicely poised at the moment. What did you think that SJI improved on in that second game?
I'll say that the serve has improved, especially Isaac. Even though he tends to go a bit too hard on it, yeah, and so it resulted in the ball being high. But at least he has quality, and then sometimes the long ball catches the ACS pair off guard. Yeah, and for the ACS pair, I would say that the left-hander, Denzo, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so he tends to be relying too much on his forehand when it comes to follow-up. So and that defeats the purpose of being a left-hander.
Right.
So if you're a left-hander, you want to rely more on your forehand because that's the main weapon that left-handers always tend to use.
Here's Isaac. And SJI looking much better now. They had that little bit of momentum, but what to say, Scott has been a bit inconsistent.
A little bit of hesitation there.
I like the placement. Isaac's done that a few times now, hasn't he? Just open up the face of the bat.
That's another perks of being a left-hander. So
Yep.
in doubles, because for right-hander, if you were to be a right-hand and a left-hand pair, for right-handers, there's nothing really much you can do about receive. So because if you go to a backhand flick, your whole body will have to turn towards the left-hander, which causes trouble in the movement. Yeah, but for left-handers, they can do both, and both forehand and backhand.
I've read a number of stories of some top international players who were actually naturally right-handed, but were made to play table tennis left-handed, just so that
I have
to
a
give them that advantage.
he writes with his right hand.
Yeah.
Actually, he's but he plays with his left hand.
Because he was trained to do that as left, to give you that little bit of advantage.
Yes.
And that is not an easy thing to do. You have to start at a really young age for that. And as a left-hander, I'm very always nice to see my fellow left-handers doing well.
Good timing.
I think they're just beginning to ease into this now, the pair. They took a while to get going. This has been the closest match we've had so far in the entire day.
Wrong court.
That's a hugely frustrating mistake.
Looks dejected right there.
He does.
If they manage to get Scott confidence level up, the SGI pair would thrive in this
Yep, you're right.
this match.
Oh, it's a good return from Isaac, but Scott is, I think it was a timely, perhaps a good time to get. Yeah, you can see the captain's just come out, Kevin, and they're talking to Scott at the moment. And he's looking a bit down. You used the word dejected earlier. I think that's a good word to use. What? And you've been in this situation, haven't you, Kunting? When you and a partner playing, and one of you is down, perhaps, and the other one is up. And I even spoke to Sinru about this yesterday, your national teammate, that then it becomes the partner's job to try and raise the level a bit, or what?
Yes, of course.
What happens?
You have to focus on yourself, on your emotions, because I'm always the one that have his expressions and his feelings all over his face. I'm always the one.
Okay, that's what Sinru said about herself too.
So, yeah, I would say that I'm much better nowadays.
Okay.
And then
you mean if you were annoyed or disappointed with your partner, you would show on your face?
Yeah, I would show my face. Probably that's the reason why no one wants to play with me.
So would you be like, oh, come on, like, but not say it, but show it on the face?
Subtle. It's very
subtle, huh?
I mean, I thought I didn't give up that kind of vibe.
But it did.
They received. Did a poor job in handling this kind of stuff.
Have you had to train yourself for that, Ben? Ah, okay. Well, luckily, Isaac will be a lot happier in the moment.
Yeah.
And Scott will be relieved. They have a couple of game points here.
Good adjustments made by Scott, you see?
I know what you were going to say there. Very well done, SJI.
So he changed his way of receiving.
Yes.
Yes. Didn't go for his usual forehand receive.
Right.
Instead, his backhand is a pimple, I see.
Ah.
Not sure.
Yeah, I think you're right. So, SJI with a 2-1 lead here. If they win the next game, they will take the second match. It's been a tough one, but they've had to come back. It's not been smooth sailing. So yeah, I mean, just going back to that point, you know, when one partner isn't quite at the top of his game, or he's a bit down, as you said, you need to look after yourself first.
Yep.
But do you sometimes go, hey, you know, put an arm around him, like, you know, we can do it, high fives, all that kind of thing? And
of course, I'll give my partner a pat on the butt. I think every time he's about to receive, yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go.
But I guess sometimes disputes do happen, right, between partners?
Not on court.
Yeah, you'll never do it on court.
Yes.
Yeah. But the chemistry is so important, right?
That's right. We must be familiar with one another's playing style.
Right. And how much do you pay attention to, you know, building that relationship off the table as well, away from it as well? Does that hang out together as well?
Yeah, from time to time. But now it's getting harder for us to mingle with one another due to our different schedules.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of us are in the army, some of us have classes.
So the only time you get together is at the table?
Yep,
okay.
pretty much. Weekends, actually.
Well, last year I raced to a 3-point lead. Now 3-1.
Positive play from Scott there.
Well, ACS have jumped into the lead after being 3 points down. They're now 4-3 up. afraid it's not gone well for Scott in the last few points.
Yeah.
Better. Isaac is very much a confidence player.
Necessary play, I would say. If he found out that his forehand is not up to his own feeling, I'll say.
Yeah.
If he's not confident in his forehand, maybe you should go for backhand and then allow Isaac to do the crucial job, which is attacking.
You know, they've been playing together for a year now, so it's not like they are, you know, some schools teams that I've certainly seen, I'm sure you have as well, they've just got together for the tournament.
Yep.
So they have been playing for a while. But I don't know, it doesn't seem to be quite gelling all the time.
In terms of skills, yeah, I'll say that. But in terms of chemistry and all those stuffs, I'll say Isaac is doing a good job, even though Scott has not been
At his best.
Yeah, not at his best. Could have been better, I would say. And
Yeah.
then his body language tends to be negative at times. But Isaac, despite that, he still manages himself well. And
Yeah.
then, looks very eager to attack when it comes to.
Let me ask you about the body language part of it. How important is that for you guys? Do join us on that URL link, go.gov.sg/NSG for all your viewing schedules. Yeah, how important is body language?
Oh,
There's a psychological thing as well to your opponent as well, right?
Yes, of
If you're
course.
looking down, they'll feel boosted by that, right?
coaches always tell us not to hang our head low.
Head up all the
Yeah,
time.
always tell us.
Okay,
I-
that's not easy though, is it?
yeah.
I noticed that Scott went quite far away from the table earlier. Chance missed in that lead that SJI had, which was a Isaac doesn't get that over, and SJI are trailing here. Deep shot, and problem there for Glenn.
Yeah, there are some chances, some balls that Dan and Lezo and Glenn could have made use of and attack, but they went for the chop instead.
Yeah, they've drawn level. Can they finish this off? Right under it now, and it's a game point here for ACS Barker. Oh, he's missed it, and they have drawn level 2-all.
Hopefully this will not affect Isaac's mindset
No,
in the fifth set.
interesting that you say that. Why did you say that? Because you feel like he's just feeling let down by
They were 2-1 up, and then for the last few points, it was Isaac who has failed to capitalize on it. Yeah, so hopefully he won't be affected in the next set and just,
got to put it behind you anyway, right?
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it now.
I mean, in order to win, in order to take down the game, he has to play defensively because Scott right now is getting too far away from the table at times.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that too. Well, this is going the distance. I have to say, in 10 days of doing school games, I haven't had a match that has gone the distance yet.
Should have seen the Catholic versus Maristella yesterday.
Ah. Actually, I did Catholic versus Maristella in primary school. That was very one-sided. Catholic high school won that comfortably.
It wasn't the case for secondary school.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's not really working out for Scott at the moment, and you can see Caven and a few of his teammates are just trying to calm him down.
Yeah. Backhand receive from Scott, which proves to be effective. Still got a lot there. 1-3 Scott to serve.
Remember, whoever wins this game takes this second match, and it would be better obviously for SJI. They have that 1-point lead. And they've drawn level here. Pressure is starting to mount on these players. Oh, the return there, it was easy to put away, wasn't it?
Yeah, especially if you put it at such a high
Height,
place.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's towards Denzel's forehand.
The height of the toss was not high enough. Is that what we're getting?
No, I think the coach is arguing about whether or not is there a warning or not, because
Was there a warning before? I can't remember one.
I'm not sure. Yeah, me too. Couldn't remember.
Don't think there was, you know.
So normally there would be one warning before
Yes.
the other party is awarded a point. In this case, it
Think
proves otherwise.
Oh, Isaac needed that, didn't he? And he's done well. Sometimes you need a little incident like that with the serve.
Yeah.
It can cause a
All we need is a mistake.
yes.
A slight mistake by your opponent. However, the rest is up to you whether or not you capitalize it. Yeah.
True. Good serve from Isaac. Oh dear, it's getting tough now, and ACS, can they press home the advantage? Nicely put away by Glenn. And they have that slender lead here, ACS Barker, in this all-important 5th game. Very, very tight. He went for it, Isaac, as he tends to do.
Looking at the SGI's pair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, looking at the ACS pair, we can see from them that they've displayed perseverance to.
Sorry, so could you say that again?
They've displayed perseverance to another
Yeah.
level. You know, despite being 0-1 down.
Yes, they really battled back well,
yes,
didn't they?
I mean, they know the importance of this game because it could actually affect the results overall. At the end of the day, they needed this game badly.
Oh wow, and SJI 9-8 up. They're 2 away from wrapping this up. Can they hold their nerve?
Oh,
What a time to be serving that. 9 all, 2 serves here for ACS. gone long. And now we have the first match point. It is tense. You can see boys from both sides feeling it. Here's Denzel. And it has been won just about by St. Joseph's Institution. What a tough battle that was. Really tenterhooks, wasn't it? I think they're relieved. They're not. Scott's not too happy, but
yeah, he did look too happy after the win, though.
but relief more than maybe delight, because they got out of jail there. But what a battle. And it ended up being who was making less mistakes than the other one, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But SJ have come out on top 3-2. What a tense battle that was. And now SJ have got a 2-match lead. If they win the next match, they have won this semi-final. They're a school that tends to get into the top 4, ACS as well. And that brings us to the second singles, which will start very, very shortly indeed. Do stay with us. More action coming up here at Pierce Secondary School. all-important third match here in the boys South Division, South Zone semi-finals in B Division. St. Joseph's are 2 up at the moment. They win this match, they are through. Casper Chu is up against Casper Chu of SJI is up against Ryan Chong of ACS. Ryan is a left-hander. Like the look of him.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, his actions are all very swift.
Yes, certainly playing with a fair bit of confidence. I spoke to Casper, 16. He's been playing since he was 9 years old. He's been involved in the national school games for quite a long time.
Well, I also just spoke to
Ryan.
Yeah, he's been playing for 4 years, and
Oh,
his idol is Zhang Jike. I mean, he was my idol too.
so why was your idol?
I mean, his playing style and of course his charisma. Yeah, I'll say.
Got to say that Ryan looks very confident and comfortable at the moment. That backhand is effortless.
Yeah, I mean, I think it hits at the edge of his bat a little bit.
Yeah, near the bottom, right? It's
Yeah.
also a very tall young man. Here's Ryan. And he's got 7 game points here. That's better as far as Casper's concerned. And that is first game very, very comfortably to Ryan at the moment, looking good. ACS need desperately to win this match to stay in the tie. I've quite often seen the best player for these schools tend to be in the third match or the second singles.
Yeah. Maybe when it comes to this, if they were to win, right now they are losing 0-2, and his win could be a turning point for the school. Yeah.
It is so strategic, isn't it? Where you place your pairings.
Who knows? The first 2 games might be just smoke.
To take out the
take
big players
Yeah, and then the stronger players of
at the end.
ACS are at the end. That's what my star did.
National School Games is brought to you live throughout its duration, so do catch us when you can on that link.
Good serve. If he has it all this while, why didn't he?
Why didn't you use it? Yeah, earlier.
Flags right there.
Well, Casper's got the lead here. He'll be much happier with that. Quite happy to play defensive, isn't he? Goes back.
Like Scott, he has a pimple. He plays pimple in his backhand. Schoolboy error right there.
Much better, much better. He's mixing up attack and defense quite nicely at times.
Great angles, great angles.
Yeah, I think Casper will feel a little better with how he's playing in the second game, because Ryan was very, very confident in the first. And he's reeled off a series of points here. Much better for Casper. Lovely backhand there from Casper. And he's on 3 game points to make it 1-1. Nice work there from Ryan down the line. Still has to save 1 more game point. And it's all square here. What do you think he improved on in this second game for Casper?
His service. There's more variations to his service. And as for this, Ryan. Yeah, as for this Ryan in ACS, he tends to make unnecessary mistakes, which cost him this set. I mean, both players are attacking very good.
Yes.
They follow up after their service. They move very fast and very swift in terms of their actions. Yeah, it's just to see during crucial moments, in crucial times, the one who tends to make lesser mistakes wins.
It was a nice return there from Ryan. Good attack there from Casper. He's got better and better at that as the match has progressed. And then I just jinxed him there with a commentator's curse. He makes a very basic error. Three points in a row here for Ryan. So Ryan just in front here in this pivotal third game.
Taking his time with the loop right there, playing in his own rhythm.
And Ryan just starting to build a bit of a lead here. Important for Ryan to peg him back. He can't allow too big a deficit. Hanging in there, Casper. Oh, that backhand, we saw a lot of that in the first game. Much nicer from Ryan, and he's got 4 game points to go 2-1 up here. So Ryan in the lead, 2-1, much better from him. Pressure back on Casper.
So right now we can see the Casper, despite his different type of service, different variations, he has failed to capitalize on it. And because now that Ryan has gotten used to it, if I were Casper, I would just go for long balls.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes long, sometimes short. I mean, yeah.
Have to vary it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just the spin, and as well as the angle which you want to place the ball in. Because Ryan is a left-hander, tends to stay at the back hand side of his a bit too often, so I'll go for forehand short, and then maybe push another backhand long after that. So you have to make him move around instead of him just standing in the middle.
Let's see if he listens to your advice, Kunting, in this.
I hope he can hear me.
Casper sticking it out. He has to try and put pressure here on Ryan. That's a wild shot from Ryan. Didn't get over the ball. Top edged.
Timely long ball from Ryan, earned him the lead.
Well, good rally for a bit anyway. But when it comes into those sort of long rallies, I tend to think that Ryan deals with it better in these longer rallies.
Yes, that's right. Because Casper, his backhand is a pimple, so it's not really that ideal when it comes to far away from the table, Riley. Yeah, you want to be closer to
Closer
the table.
in, yeah.
Good block right there.
I think they just need to wipe the table there with a bit of sweat on it.
And thanks to the COVID regulations now, you're not even allowed to wipe on the table yourself.
Ah, yes. Delicately poised this this match at the moment, with Ryan just in front, and also 2-1 up.
Two fields of a receive.
Yeah, he
Quite
really
unnecessary.
went. Yeah, he went for it, right? Didn't
yeah.
need to. Couple of poor shot selections there from Casper, and now he's in a bit of trouble here. And he has got a match point here, Ryan. Again, did he need to go for that, Casper? Ryan has won this match. It is 3-1 in this particular match and 2-1 in the tie. And he's given his school some hope here of staying in this.
Hello, welcome back to Boys B Division South Zone Tampines Semi-Finals 2, which is played between ACS Bako and St. Joseph Institution. ACS Bako has closed the gap to 1 point deficit overall after the recent win of Ryan over Casper. My name is Baekun Ting and I'm joined by Shazad, who will be here shortly after. So the SJI's pair will be Johan Ho and Lucas Ng, playing with Silas Chua and Ethan Ong from ACS Barker. Silas Chua, excuse me. Good follow up by the SJI pair. You can see here Ethan Ong, whose backhand is pimple, causing trouble to the ACS pair. (8-6) lead, SJI. From here you can tell that the SJI pair are very experienced in terms of doubles. They are able to move quickly and go for the ball, making unnecessary movements. Good block. Just misses that right. So let's try to serve 10-9.
Well, it's been a really good match so far, these two pairs. What a battle we have on our hands, 11-all. Johan Hao and Lucas Ng. with Silas Chua and Ethan Ong of ACS. And St. Joseph's have won that first game in a really tight battle. What have you made of it so far, Kunting?
Yeah, I was just talking about doubles of the SJI pair. They're quite experienced, know where and when to go for the ball. If your partner is having trouble, the other one will go up and get the ball. Most of the time play defensive, because in order for your partner to recover just in time for the next one. Yeah, actually, both teams are playing quite good right now.
Yeah, very, very tight. Remember, it hangs in the balance. ACS must win this match, otherwise they are out of the semi-finals.
By looking at the stance of Silas Chua, he's able to cover the entire table, so the ACS pair is not able to attack more thoroughly.
Some nice shots there, good returns. 5-3 though, the St. Joseph's pair in front. He really went for it there, down the line, and if it had gotten to the other side, it probably would have been a winner. Still fairly comfortable SJI in this second game. Only one place that was going.
7-5.
problems. Yeah, much not as close and much more difficult for ACS this time.
Things are not going the way they want.
So what do ACS need to do here? Because they're in trouble, the real trouble now.
Yeah, as usual, receive of service, because both the SJI pair, the spin of their service proved too strong for the Anglo-Chinese school, the pair.
More of the same for SJI. They're looking quite good.
Yeah, especially Silas Chua. We can see the way he stands, the way he prepares for the ball.
Yeah.
He brings his whole body of center gravity down nearer to the ground in order for his movement to be efficient. Good receive right there. Side chopping the block.
Catch up with us on the viewing schedules and all the videos that we've got on that link. National School Games continues for a while more. There was a warning there for the height of the serve.
That's right.
Struggling with the spin, aren't they?
Yeah, because this Ethan on his backhand spin pole, so the spin often turns out to be weird, you know.
That's better. That's what they need. 4-3 up here.
Service tends to be too long.
Timeout call by SJI. ACS in front. It's now or never really for ACS Barker to stay in this. They are 1-2 down in the overall tie. Also 2 games down rather in this 4th match. And if SJI win this particular game, even though they're 3-5 down, they will win the entire semi-final. And they'll go through to the final against Raffles. Still very tight in this 3rd game. And it's all level now. That's not a good time to be serving into the net.
Yeah.
Pressure may be getting to them. Could be all over very, very soon. That wasn't much in it. That was up and down.
Might be a mistake too costly right there. SGI will not want to give any room for ACS Parker to improve.
Oh, lovely, lovely play from ACS. And they have the slight advantage now, 9-8 up in this third game. Important here for SGI to get this point back. Oh, that was a poor return. Lovely, lovely work. Plenty of room to play that loop drive. Now we're going to deuce, 2 clear points. We need a winner. We had this in the first game as well, which SGI won, and oh, that is the worst time to be doing it, and it is match point. It is the point for the tie. Is a point with which SGI can move to the semi-finals. Here we go. A lot riding on this, and that's it. It's all over now, and SGI have won this. It hasn't been easy. ACS put up a good fight, but overall it's a fair reflection of what we saw. Good thing.
Yeah, that's right. It's really well deserved. And credits to ACS Parker. They've got a good fight overall, but St. Joseph Institution just proved too good for them.
Yep, we've seen SGI play very, very well, but ACS had their moments, just not good enough for St. Joseph's on the day, and SGI will progress to the finals of the boys B Division South Zone final next, I believe it's next week.
No, this Friday.
This Friday, here we go. Thank you. Here's the expert telling me he knows his stuff. And a summary of the results here. And it was that second singles in which Ryan won that one. And they have got through. Bit of a hiccup. Raffles will meet them. Your quick thoughts on the potential between Raffles and SGI Kunting. What do you reckon?
I'll say it's a half fight between these two schools. But so it really depends on the players' situation on the day.
Yep.
Whether or not they're able to perform well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yep, looking forward to that. Look, and there's a final summary. St. Joseph's beat ACS 3-1. They go to the boys B Division South Zone finals. From me, Shazad and Kunting, thank you very much for being with us today. Enjoyed that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all. Take care. We'll see you very soon.